way back in 1992, which most of us think about as about 10 years ago. It's actually 31 years ago now. That's quite scary, isn't it? And it was written by a guy called Jeff Bullock. And Jeff was one of the founder pastors of the Hillsong Church movement over in Australia. And he was a prolific songwriter, though this is his best known and most well-loved song. And at the time he wrote it, he was a young married father. He was in his 30s, and he and his wife had 5 young children, all born within the first 10 years of their marriage. And they were both working so hard. They were working flat out for the church. And Jeff was head of worship for Hillsong, and he organised their yearly conferences. But his work-life balance was completely unsustainable. And in a recent interview, he was talking about that part of his life, and he says he just burnt out. Just completely burnt out. And so he left Hillsong Church. And then he said, even worse than that, in the blink of an eye, his marriage just collapsed. He says it was over before he and his wife both realised it. And he had to face up to his failures as a husband and as a father. And Jeff talks about then all of a sudden this song having a new meaning for him. And as his life fell apart, as he was confronted by all of his failures and weaknesses, having to learn to lean into God and rest in the promise of God's love for him. Because this song is all about God's love, God's all-encompassing love. In fact, one reviewer at the time when the song was released, one reviewer wrote, "This song encompasses the listener with the empowering conviction that the creator of the universe has done and is doing everything to convey his love to us. It compels us to face our own weaknesses and then fall into the arms of God." Isn't that wonderful? When God is all we have, we learn that God is all we need. Steve said that Psalm 91 is particularly special to him, and the words of the song remind him of Psalm 91. So that's where we're going to go now, and Val is going to come and read to us.